What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back. I hope you guys had a great weekend, a great Mother's Day, but today we are back with the new look rebuild series, coming back with the Washington Commanders one today, so let's get into it. Before we get into today's video though, guys, if you could drop a like and of course subscribe if you're new around here, that would be greatly appreciated. So as you guys know, or most of you know, I am actually a Washington Commanders fan, so this should be exciting for me today. So if you take a look at what the Washington Commanders kind of did this offseason, it wasn't a whole lot, obviously, because the big thing is they traded for Carson Wentz. Now, honestly, I am optimistic that Carson Wentz can work out in Washington. I think it could work out. I'm crossing my fingers. We'll see what happens. And Madden, though, I'm not sure I really expect it to work out because Madden's not going to be all that high on Carson Wentz, I imagine, but we'll see. Terry McLaurin, of course, Curtis Samuel, they got Jahan Dotson in round 1. You have Diami Brown still down here as well. And, of course, they drafted Sam Howell round 5. So I'm not sure if Sam Howell will eventually be the quarterback in this video. I would give him star development, but I just don't think that's fair since he was a round 5 pick. So I'm not going to do that. But he'll just be the developing quarterback till then. And defensively, you have Jamin Davis, you got Cole Holcomb. Our linebacker core, if you're a Washington fan, you know our linebacker core is still very not that good. I mean, we're pretty much relying on Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis to take another step. But you got Fadarian Mathis out of round 2 as well, so that could lead to the eventual replacement of Daron Payne. We'll see. But for this first season, like usual, guys, I'm not going to go ahead and do anything. I'm just going to simulate this season and see how this Washington Commanders team does. Obviously, Carson Wentz is the quarterback for this first season, so we'll see how it goes. They also just got Trey Turner not too long ago. Got Andrew Norwell this offseason as well, so that was a couple things they did as well. But we'll see what happens, man. We're going to simulate this first season, see if Washington belongs in the playoff talks or not, according to Madden, and we'll go from there. So at the end of the season, Washington goes 4-13, which leads to me to believe that Carson Wentz probably wasn't the guy for us going forward, according to Madden. Like I said, I kind of hope it works out in real life, but Madden was not all that high on him. As we go 4-13, the division was definitely there for the taking, because literally the division winner was 9-8 Giants. So yeah, it was definitely there for us to take, but we sucked. So stats and awards, if we take a real quick look, offense was 25th in the NFL. Defense usually for Washington is pretty good, and it was terrible. Wow. Okay, so 23-17 from Carson Wentz. So again, not a great year for my man Carson Wentz. Rushing wise, Gibson 983 yards and 12 touchdowns. Receiving wise, Jahan Dotson 1,000 yards. Terry McLaurin with 987 yards. So it's nice to see that Jahan Dotson had a really good year for us, which is something you want to see. Logan Thomas 928 yards. Curtis Samuel with 780 yards. Defensively, sacks wise, we had 15.5 from Chase Young and 14 from Jonathan Allen, 6.5 from Montez Sweat, and then 3 from Daron Payne. But unfortunately for us, we sucked very badly. And then Jamin Davis 3 went up to star development, so that's nice that we have that going for us. And Cole Holcomb 2 interceptions, but a lot of work to still be done because obviously Carson Wentz didn't work out. Our defense sucked. I imagine the linebackers were our biggest problem because yeah, our linebackers sucked. So let's go into this offseason and see if we can improve on that at all. So with Carson Wentz being so bad, if you guys didn't know, Carson Wentz has a contract where you could completely get off his money, where you could just cut him and move on from him. So that's probably what I plan on doing, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut Carson Wentz this offseason. Not really sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to make Sam Howell the starter, which I guess I definitely could also draft a quarterback if I didn't believe in Sam Howell. But since Sam Howell is on the roster, and I think it makes a lot of sense to potentially go ahead and put him as a starter. He's only gonna be normal dev, so I really don't know how it's gonna go. But if I release Carson Wentz now, obviously in real life you could actually cut him and free up like $28 million, and you literally no dead money. But Madden, since there was a guy that created this roster and you move Carson Wentz's contract, the contract completely changes. Don't know why Madden does that, but I'm still gonna release him regardless. So no more Carson Wentz in Washington because it didn't work out. I imagine that's what Washington would do if that were the case. But hey, Jamin Davis is superstar dev, which is nice. I actually love that idea, or love that happened. And then you got Samuel, and then Diami Brown, Jahan Dotson. So one thing we do have going for us is we do have a lot of good weapons. Tight end is definitely a little suspect, but I think I am going to try to make it to where Sam Howell works out. I really don't know what to expect. I mean, obviously I could just give him star development and it'd probably be the best thing to do, but since he was a 5th round pick, I'm not going to do that. So you have Trey Turner as a free agent, which I think I'm just going to resign him just to keep my offensive line decently good. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. First signing for this offseason is going to be Trey Turner. Bring him back to the Washington Commanders, and he is back, so we keep our right guard on the roster. And then other than that, we're just going to go to free agency now. So Sam Howell being the starter is going to be interesting. Like I said, I don't really know what to expect. But at 4 and 13, we definitely have the ability to have a really high draft pick. And I already kind of know where I want to go with my round 1 pick. And I think that's going to be tight end. Logan Thomas is not going to get any better. Eric Gilbert's in the draft, so I think that's where I'm going to go. Offensive line I like. Sam Howell, like I said, I don't really know how it's going to go, but I'm going to start him anyway. Defensively, linebackers is the other thing we need to figure out because it is not good at all. Free safety, we did draft Percy Butler, so not really sure if he could be the eventual replacement to Bobby McCain, but free safety also is something we should probably check into. But linebackers with Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis is not bad. David Mayo, though, probably prefer him not to be my other outside linebacker. So let's go to free agency and see if I could get like a really good steal as far as some free agents are around here. So you have Devin McCourty, Keem Hicks, Rob Gronkowski, Odell Beckham. Don't really need a wide receiver. Another corner wouldn't hurt us either. AJ Boye. But if I take a look at some of the outside linebackers we have, so Romeo Okwara, and you got Justin Houston, Danny Trevathan, which these guys are nice. Blake Cashman, which would be interesting. He is left outside, and he has actually star development, so maybe we could look at him as he's all share as well. So it looks like, and then, okay, there's actually some decent players we could go for, actually. And then you got Benardrick McKinney, Reuben Foster, Joe Schobert's here as well, Jayon Brown, Dante Hightower, but then Corey Littleton, Lorenzo Carter, and Jace Pierre-Paul. I think I'm going to go for one of these, either Blake Cashman or Sion here. I don't know how to say his name properly, but he has star development, 72 overall. So I'm going to go ahead and sign Taki here out of BYU and sign him up on my roster. He's a scheme fit. Definitely not a great coverage guy, but I mean, if he fits the scheme, we just need some type of linebacker depth. So I'll sign him up real quick. And then honestly, after that, I think we'll just be heading straight towards the draft. So we get an outside linebacker to kind of improve that linebacker position. And then I don't think there was anything else I really wanted to do. I think I'm just going to go straight to the draft now. Unless if there's like a corner that might be worth it for us. Because we do have a lot of decent corners, but another corner definitely wouldn't hurt. So you have Bryce Callahan, Barrett, AJ Boye. So definitely some veteran corners. You have like Cameron Sutton to add to this cornerback room. Nicole Roby Coleman, 30 years old. I wouldn't mind giving him like a 1-year contract, to be honest with you. Yeah, we can do that. So 1 year, $4 million. I'll go ahead and offer that to him. Get myself another corner in this roster. And then I think other than that, that's when we'll probably head towards the draft and kind of let Sam Howell be the quarterback, I think. I mean, obviously we could draft one of these young quarterbacks in this draft, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to accept, this is Chase Young's 5th year option, I imagine. No, it's Montez Sweat, actually. So Montez Sweat, I'm going to accept it, and then we're going to head towards the draft. So one thing I do have to take care of real quick before we go into the draft, Washington actually does not have a 2nd round pick because of the Carson Wentz trade. So that is going to be something we take care of real quick. So the Colts will get our 2nd round pick because he did play 70% of the snaps. So I'm going to give that to them. So I'll just take like a round 7 from them just to make it fair. So like I said, we actually don't have our 2nd round pick because of the Carson Wentz trade where he did play 70% of the snaps. So we're going into this draft with no 2nd round pick, which is rather unfortunate, but we're going to have to do our best. So our round 1 pick number 3, Bryce Young goes right before. And then I think if DJ was here, I would consider him, which he is not. Oh, we also, he is actually. So you have Robinson, you have Brian, which I don't really need defensive tackle all that bad, although he is a stud. My 2 defensive tackles, and I have depth there as well. Running back, I don't need either. Quarterback, you could argue I need, but like I said, I am going to allow Sam Howell to be that guy. So I want to take Eric Gilbert, to be honest with you. Vertical threat. Going to be, kind of reminds me when Kyle Pitts went high in the draft. We do need a tight end for the future. Logan Thomas ain't going to be here forever. So I'm going to take Eric Gilbert. Give Sam Howell another weapon. Give him every possible opportunity to succeed in this year. So we'll see if that works out for us. We get Eric Gilbert with our 3rd overall pick. And then round 1, pick number 3. I'm going to look at the linebacker position here, or even free safety maybe. So you have Chris Bogle, Pierce Quick. You got a right guard with Julius. You got Dorian Strong, Tyler Barton, Jaquilin Roy, CJ Johnson, Theo Johnson. So that's another tight end we could have taken like later in the draft, and he might have been decent. So that does suck a little bit, but I'm not too upset. So we got Rashad Torrance. So neither one of those guys look all that promising. Then got Jaquarius Conley out of North Carolina. Got C-man coverage, question marks across the board. So not really sure what position I want to go here. I do know we need to take a linebacker, though, potentially. So Chris Bogle, Devin Richardson, and then you got Noah Sewell. Actually, Noah is actually perfect because I know for a fact he actually ends up being star development, or he's hidden development. And we do need a linebacker, a guy that can cover. So I love this pick actually in round 3. So I didn't even notice him at first, but I'm glad he's here. We take Noah Sewell there. I'm going to go to my round 4 pick as well. It would have been nice to have a 2nd round pick. I'm not sure I wouldn't have taken Noah there, to be honest with you. So, but regardless, We have EJ Williams, Walter Parks, Woody Washington, Devin Richardson, DeMonte Capar if we want to keep adding to our defensive tackle, Harry Miller, and they got Isaiah Foskey, which we scouted 100%. This is day 4, so I mean, he's probably not going to be that great. I'll just take him anyway, and he's not that good, but it just adds depth to our end. So I'm going to head out of the draft after that. Feel pretty good about the 2 guys we got that I know are going to start day 1. But other than that, we'll go and see where we go from here. So taking a look at our offense going into the season, Eric Gilbert was our first round pick. And like I said, he's immediately an 84 overall. Going to be probably a superstar dev. Reminds me of when Kyle Pitts. I don't know why I keep saying that really weird, but Eric Gilbert at tight end. Our offensive line is really the same. Wide receiver core is the same. We're starting Sam Howell. I really don't know what to expect. Obviously, I mean, he's a 68 overall. So your guess is as good as mine how this is going to go in the simulation. Our running backs are nice. And then defensively, we did get Noah Sewell, and we got Taki as well. We got Roby Coleman. We definitely should address free safety in the offseason. But I think I want to go ahead and, well, our scheme fit is a 91%. Okay, so I kind of want to start Noah Sewell. I'm going to start him at left outside linebacker, to be honest with you, and just kind of see how that works out for us. So we're going to go ahead and simulate this season. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this Washington team can make the playoffs with Sam Howell under center. I don't really know what to expect, how good he'll be, but hopefully he, ends up getting star development or something. I don't know. We'll see. So season number 2 ended up going a little bit better at 6-11, but obviously still not really where we want to be. We still have a huge problem. I mean, obviously, I think we've had if we had an elite quarterback plugged into this roster, we make the playoffs, but I did give Sam Howell a chance, and I'm not really sure if it was his fault, but we go take a look. Let's upgrade everybody real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade everyone there. And then let's go take a look at what the problem is. So stats and awards for this season. Offense was 11th in the NFL. So actually that's kind of promising. It looks like Sam Howell actually was decent. Defense though has been the problem really. So 33 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. So Sam Howell actually was not bad at all. So that's actually a good positive sign for us. Rushing wise, Gibson 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. Robinson 11 as well. Receiving wise, McLaurin had 1,300 yards. Samuel had 1,200 yards, 900 from Dotson, 800 from Eric Gilbert. So again, offense had a lot of good weapons that he could throw to. So that's good. Sacks wise, again, defense has been very underwhelming. 14.5 from Chase Young, 7.5, and then 6, 2, 1, and 1, and then half a sack from Cole Holcomb. Interceptions, we had 3 from William Jackson, 3 from Bobby McCain, 1 from Jamin Davis, and 1 from Cole Holcomb. So I liked how the offense performed. So basically, my plan this offseason is probably to continue to add to that defense because we still have not had a top 10 defense, which I think Washington is definitely capable of with all the players they have, but hasn't worked out so far. So $38 million in cap space. I think we could free up even more if we want to, because we do have a lot of depth at wide receiver. We could potentially cut Curtis Samuel if we wanted to do that. Not saying I would, but we got to figure something out. So we take a look at who are all free agents for us this offseason. You have Terry McLaurin and Daron Payne. So again, Daron Payne is a little bit more expendable in a way because we do have Fedarian Mathis right behind him. But at the same time, if he's not that expensive, I'm just going to resign him. But of course, I do want to resign Terry McLaurin. Literally my favorite player in Washington. If Washington just let him walk, I'd be absolutely freaking mad, or they traded him. So far that hasn't happened. But we're going to offer him his extension. So we get Terry McLaurin. Daron Payne is going to cost about $10 million. And honestly, like I said, I think I'm going to move on from him just because Washington did draft Fedarian Mathis. I think I can walk away comfortably. I'm going to resign Cole Holcomb, though, just because I kind of like him. So if he doesn't start, he'll just be depth. Not a lot of money after that. So Daron Payne is gone now because, like I said, Fedarian Mathis was drafted maybe for this reason here. Just kind of depends what Washington decides to do. Probably should have traded Daron Payne if I was going to resign him, though, to be honest with you. But we'll be fine without him. If we take a look at our offense and our defense, so Samuel, Dimey Brown, Jahan Dotson, all that looks really good. Eric Gilbert. Offensive line is promising. Everything looks good on this side of the ball. Defensively is where I'm struggling a little bit. So Noah Sewell went up to Superstar Dev, which is actually awesome. So we have Noah Sewell at Superstar Dev. Percy Butler, like him, but I'm not sure I'd love him starting. So Fedarian Mathis steps into the Daron Payne role. But other than that, we need some money freed up. I don't know if there's really anybody this offseason I would cut. I know we're going to have more money next offseason as well. But William Jackson, Kendall Fuller are going to be my corners. Benjamin St. Juste might have to be my other corner. Free safety is probably the biggest problem on this roster now. Linebackers aren't bad, but free safety needs an upgrade. So Curtis Samuel, as much as I don't want to do this, but if I did cut him, I'd free up $10 million, which I'm going to do because I have Jahan Dotson and Dimey Brown, who are just much cheaper. and we need a free safety really badly. And I don't think $7 million is going to give me a free safety. So now we have $17 million to spend on a free safety. If there's a Darnell Savage out here, I'm going to get him. If there's someone else, there's a Derwin James out here. If I can get Derwin James, I'm doing it, obviously. If I can convince him to come here, Darnell Savage as well probably sounds a little bit more realistic. But hey, I mean, free agency is you never really know who's going where. So if I could get Darnell Savage is cool, Juan Thornhill is cool, but Derwin James, I mean, adding him to this defense would be fantastic. And I freed up money for this reason right here. He's a 96 overall, would be an elite member to add to this defense. 112 total points on Derwin James. Could move Cameron Curl to free safety, and that would just be nothing but awesome. Can we do that and get Derwin James to add to this defense to make us that much better? We do need an upgrade on the defense. If we can't get Derwin James, okay, we get Derwin James. W. So we have no money after that, but it's worth it. I think it's worth it. So we did cut Curtis Samuel to free up money, and Curtis Samuel just had a good year for us. I feel bad at doing that, but man, oh man, now that we can move Cameron Curl to free safety and Derwin James can play strong safety, our defense just got so much better in my opinion. So I love that, and I'm not upset with that at all. So we're going to move Cameron Curl to free safety, like I said. 7th round pick, by the way, which was Cameron Curl. But offense is good enough with Dotson, Diamond Brown, Terry McLaurin. We also have Washington here as well. I'm sure Madden just drafted for me randomly in like round 6. And then defensively, you have literally Noah Sewell, Cole Holcomb. So I might move Cole Holcomb to left outside linebacker, to be honest with you, and then have Noah play middle, just because I think that's going to work the best. So we'll do that. So we're going to move Cole Holcomb to the left, and then Noah Sewell will play the middle. So linebackers are decent, especially Noah Sewell going to be superstar dev, but I think we're good, man. I think we're ready to go. So we're going to see how this goes now. Deron Payne's gone. Got Derwin James on this Washington team. 80% scheme fit. We could definitely look and see. Now we have 3 superstar. Oh, wait. Just realized Jamin Davis went up to superstar X Factor. That's awesome. I'm not really sure that would happen in real life. Offense is 85% scheme fit. Defense was a base 4-3, was an 80%, which might be our best. 4-6 defense is 85. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to head to the draft as well. So 85, 4-6 defense. We're going to do base 4-3. I'm going to try this and see if that works out for us. I don't know. We'll see. It's a better fit just by a little bit. So we'll see what happens there. But let's go ahead and get into the draft and see if we can upgrade even more. So one thing I know we need for sure coming out of this draft is a corner, because I know Kendall Fuller and William Jackson are going to both be free agents next year. So I would definitely love nothing more than to come out away with an elite corner. So if we could do that, that'd be great. So let's see what we got. Alex Claxton, top 5 pick. My guards are fine, obviously, but Max Johnson, Marvin Harrison, Tremaine McClain, 80% scheme fit, or 80% completion, also scheme fit. So I think I am going to take a corner. He is not looking good coverage-wise, but he was more of a man-to-man corner. So I'm going to go ahead and take him here. He's only normal dev. Honestly, I think this whole draft is all normal dev. I don't know if there's a single hidden development player in this draft, which kind of sucks, but they're also pretty decent overall. It's just not having development. It's kind of annoying. But regardless, Victor Brown also on the board. Roy Sweat. So we get to get another corner, which honestly, I might go back to back corner, which sounds kind of crazy, but I think both my corners are going to be free agents. So just in case, I'm going to cover my tracks and draft 2 corners, round 1 and round 2, which is kind of unorthodox. But like I said, I know both my corners are free agents next year. So just kind of planning for the future there. And then round 3, we could take another corner, which I'm not going to do, but that would be funny. I'm not going to take another corner, but we got Alex Smith, wide receiver, Justin Wilkins, Antonio Clark, left tackle, Matthew Carroll, Kendall Milton. I'm going to take a tackle, I think, here. I don't know how good he is, but I'm going to take him in round 3, and I'm going to call it good after that. So 2 corners and a tackle. Let's see if this third season leads us to the playoffs or not. We drafted for the future more than for the present in this draft. Well, I mean, sure, these guys are going to get some run as well. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still feeling pretty good about how it went. So at the end of the season, we once again did not make the playoffs, going 7-10, man. At some point, you have to wonder, when can we get this team into the damn postseason? I feel like Ron Rivera would definitely be fired at this point if this team can't get in the playoffs. I mean, it would be over. But regardless, it is what it is. So we pretty much have one more offseason to get it all together, man, because we are not in the playoffs. And again, I don't want to completely blame it on Sam Howell. I don't know if it was his fault. Offense was 18th in the NFL. Defense was, let's see, 15th in the NFL. So both sides of the ball were decent. But again, Sam Howell actually not too bad. I mean, he's up to a 76 overall. He's actually not bad for us. So I don't really necessarily want to get rid of him. 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Receiving wise, Dotson and Terry McLaurin both 1,000 yards. Diamond Brown, 900 yards as well. And then, of course, Diamond Brown and Sam Howell played together in college, and 800 from Eric Gilbert. So offense was good. Defensively, I don't know what it is, man. We need to put it all together, though. We have not made the playoffs once, and I'm very disappointed. But regardless, I mean, we're getting somewhere. I think we're getting better, man. Both my corners that I drafted were decent, so they're going to be decent replacements. But obviously, they're not going to be the best. So we're going to have to try to improve that as well. But we're going to this offseason with $72 million in cap space. We have to use every bit of money we can to finally put this team on the map and in the postseason, because it has been not great so far. And I'm going to try to ride out with Sam Howell, but if there's a quarterback in free agency that's just worth it, and maybe I just move on, I don't know. We'll see. Kendall Fuller, Gibson, Montez Sweat, and Orel. A lot of free agents here. A lot of free agents. This is going to be tough, but we're going to try to bring most of them back. So hopefully I have money left over after all this. But Kendall Fuller, I'll come back to. Antonio Gibson is going to be cheap, so I'm going to bring him back. No reason to let him walk for nothing. So Gibson is back. Montez Sweat, same kind of deal. I would love to have Montez Sweat back. Going to cost a little bit of money, but I definitely want him back. So he is back. Montez Sweat, keep him around. Noel, same thing. Want him back as well. Wow, he's going to cost more money than I'd like to spend, but he's a decent guard. William Jackson, I'm not going to bring back. Cameron Curl, I definitely want back. Not going to cost me a ton of money whatsoever. So that's going to be a little bit of money down the drain there as well. Jahan Dotson, same kind of deal. I want Jahan Dotson back as well with Terry McLaurin for the future. So Jahan Dotson is back. So we have about $27 million left to spend for Darian Mathis. And then Sam Howell is even a free agent. Okay, wow. So Robinson, I may not worry about as much for Darian Mathis. He's kind of our Deron Payne replacement. So yes, for Darian Mathis, sign me up. Sam Howell, depending on how much money he's asking for, $8 million per year. So this is me committing to him if I resign him, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to commit to Sam Howell. I'm going to sign him back. And then Brian Robinson is there. We still have like $11 million left over. I don't necessarily want to let both my corners walk necessarily. Robinson, I don't know, man. I think we go ahead and sign Kendall Fuller back if possible. I don't even think it is possible, to be honest with you, unless I franchise tagged him, which not sure I totally want to do that. So we're just going to go to free agency day one, and we're just going to see what happens, what this team's going to look like. All right. So we got Sam Howell, and he's the quarterback. We just re-signed him, so he's the guy. He is going to be the guy. So if we take a real quick look, just real quick, we got Sam Howell at quarterback. So offensive line, I'm still totally cool with. Wide receiver core, totally cool with still. Defensively, it all looks good to me. All my corners are young now. And then we got Whitfield, who was star development here as well. Love my safeties. Love my defensive line. I mean, Jonathan Allen went up to superstar X Factor. So this all looks really good to me. Corners definitely is our biggest problem now. So if there's a way to free up money, we will do it and sign some corners. So let's go to team salaries and see if there's anybody that just kind of stands out as a guy we should just cut ties with. So Chase Young, no. Charles Leno, $12 million freed up. I don't know if I really have a replacement for him, though. Trace Roulier, kind of same thing. Turner, no thanks. Logan Thomas, wow, $6 million. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to cut Logan Thomas. Sorry, Logan Thomas. I actually love you a lot in real life, but yeah, I think that makes way too much sense not to cut him. And then, I mean, we could probably walk away with getting at least one corner, but I mean, if we could maybe get two, Leno might be the other guy we have to cut. We'll see. But I don't really know if we have really a good tackle behind him at all. So, or I guess we could just sign like a cheap tackle if we wanted to, like not Teron Armstead. Trayvon Diggs is a free agent. And you know what? Not really, doesn't really fit our scheme all that much, but he would be an elite corner. So Trayvon Diggs, you got Stephon Gilmore, Kendall Fuller, Shaquille Griffin, Kenny Moore, Marcus Peters, William Jackson. Think I'm going to go for Trayvon Diggs, to be honest with you. I am going to shoot for Mr. Trayvon Diggs and see if I can steal him away from Dallas. Maybe I can. I don't know. We'll see. Or offered to him. Not going to happen. So let's see if that's the case. Trayvon Diggs. No. How about now? If I offer at one more, 96 total points. Going to be his number one offer by just a smidge. So we'll see. And then I want to look at tackles to see. We have Teron Armstead, Taylor Lewan, who has no offers, Ike Mekwonu. So all these young tackles are out here. Lewan has no offers, Zion Johnson. So there is definitely some talented offensive linemen out here. So I think I'm going to cut Charles Leno as well, unfortunately. And that's going to give me enough money to offer Trayvon Diggs a little bit more money. And then I'm going to be able to sign a tackle as well. So that's going to be kind of my goal. So Charles Leno, I'm going to go ahead and unfortunately cut him and free up that $12 million because that's going to be a lot of money I can use. So maybe even sign Kendall Fuller back if he's cheap enough. We'll see. But again, Increase Trayvon Diggs offer a little bit, and then we're going to sign a tackle for cheap. If I have any more money left over after that, so 100 or 99 total points, pushes up a little bit more, and then left tackle, Tron Armstead. Taylor Lewan is out here. He only wants $8 million. I'm going to offer it to him. So Lewan and Trayvon Diggs is the hope to keep adding to this defense. If we don't get them, or I mean to the offensive line and defense for that matter, but can we get them? Trayvon Diggs, please become a Washington Commander. And he does not become a Washington Commander. Okay. Unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So no Trayvon Diggs coming, but that's all right. We have $20 million still left to spend. So Kendall Fuller still here, which I definitely think I might just buy or pay Kendall Fuller. You also have Darius Slay, William Jackson, Levi Wallace, but Kendall Fuller was an 89 overall man-to-man. He wants a lot of money though. Shaquille Griffin, Kenny Moore. How about Kenny Moore? How much does he want? Again, a lot of money, but he's a little bit cheaper than Kendall Fuller. So I guess I'm going to go for Kenny Moore instead. 97 total points, where you have his number one offer by a wide margin. Then William Jackson, no offers. Sidney Jones, Darius Slay, Marcus Peters. I'm going to go for William Jackson as well. Just sign him, and that's going to be my corner. So Kenny Moore and William Jackson, we're going to bring them back. We're going to lose Kendall Fuller. And of course, we have those other two corners we just drafted that are going to continue to develop. So honestly, man, this last season is going to be the last chance. This is going to be the last chance to be in the playoffs. If we can't make the playoffs, then we just suck, I guess. I don't really know what else to do because I feel like we've done everything we possibly can to make this team and put them in a good position. But unfortunately, it has not looked good for us. But I'm not even going to worry about the draft because I'm ready to make the damn playoffs. So hopefully that ends up working out for us. If it doesn't, then I guess I'm a failure. We'll see what happens. So finally, after not making the playoffs for like 3 or 4 straight seasons, we went 14-3 and literally have the freaking bye. Literally, it's about damn time because like I said, it's been literally a struggle for us the whole video, but finally got something going for us, man. That is such an exciting thing to see. We didn't have to worry about wild card weekend. Go take a look at the stats real quick and kind of see how it worked out for us. Sam Howell, I saw him in the top 3. Offense was 2nd in the NFL. Defense was 11th in the NFL. So offensively, 39-10 from Sam Howell, which you love to see. He's up to an 83 overall. Awesome stuff there. Rushing wise, 1,200 yards from Gibson, 18 touchdowns on top of that. And then receiving wise, McLaurin, Donnie Brown, Eric Gilbert, Jahan Dawson, all really productive years as well. Defensively, if we take a real quick look as well, 22 sacks from Chase Young, 8.5 from Jonathan Allen, 7 from Montez Sweat. And we got Deontay Goodwin as well, Madden drafted for us. And then we got Foskey, and then got 1.5. And then interceptions, we have 5 from Derwin James, 4 from Kenny Moore, 3 from William Jackson, and 3 from Cameron Curl. Man, I got to say it's about damn time because it took forever, but hey, we finally made the damn playoffs. And on top of that, we have the bye, so it's awesome. We get to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Washington and Tampa Bay have had a playoff game in the past as well. As you guys know, that's when the legend of Taylor Heineke was born. I meant to upgrade players, not click the weekly strategy, but we're going to jump right into this, man. We also have a center that looks like we got the draft who's actually good or who's decent. But regardless, this is divisional weekend. Let's jump right into it. Going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know who's starting for them, but regardless, I just want to beat them bad and go to the NFC Championship. That way, this wait was worth it because like I said, it took forever, but we're finally in the playoffs. So Sam Howell, first playoff game, pressure is on. Can we do it? So interception, start things off from McLean. That was my first round pick in 2024. Can we go ahead? And no, it is a tied game, field goals by both teams. Okay, get a touchdown, Sam Howell. I need a touchdown from you. Still nothing. Jordan Love is starting for the Bucs. Interesting. Another field goal. And then we got another interception, another field goal from McLean. Can we score a touchdown? No. Just a field goal palooza so far. Man, I would hate to be at this playoff game. I'm sorry, but Sam Howell finally is a damn touchdown. Finally. Holy crap, took forever. But 13-20, as long as we don't allow them to score. And they do. They tied up and it's overtime. And thankfully, they did not drive down and score. We got the stop we were looking for. So now it is my turn to come in and make sure that we are advancing because, yeah, this game has been kind of a defensive battle, to be honest with you, which is rather unfortunate because I would have loved nothing more than just, you know, kind of be over this already because I don't even think we should be in overtime. We literally kind of had the advantage, to be honest with you. So Eric Gilbert is a superstar. You got Terry McLaurin, but he's got a superstar on him, so not really sure I'll throw it to him, but hey, who knows? Got Eric Gilbert, but Sam Howell actually decently quick, so I'm just going to go ahead and take my 13 yards or so, 6 rushes for 31 yards. All right, so I'm going to try to get a dig route going here, or not a dig route, I don't know why I said it like that, but Terry McLaurin, Beal. Is that Bradley Beal out there for me from Washington, D.C. for the Wizards? I'm definitely okay with that if it is. Yeah, Terry McLaurin wide open, screaming down the middle. Let's go. It's another good gain. 2 interceptions from my man, Sam Howell, in this game. But it's okay because I took over now, so we are good. As long as I don't throw an interception anyway. But honestly, I literally might have had Jahan Dotson right there. I literally could have had it. I think that might have been a touchdown. But I just decided to hold on, so it's not a big deal. Dotson and Terry McLaurin, I'm looking for here. Obviously, the only 2 players running a route, so they are blitzing, it looks like. So I think I am going to have Terry McLaurin wide open again. So we are just kind of driving downfield. We're already in field goal range, so that's a good sign. I think the Bucks have already possessed the ball in overtime. So again, it's really just a matter of getting to the end zone and, you know, making this game over. So if I could find Eric Gilbert on his out route, I would, but I also have Terry McLaurin wide open again. They just cannot cover this man, and now we are inside the 5, so it is time to start running the football. So I don't want to run a draw. I just want to, you know, kind of just run it in. So Gibson, I'm going to give you the ball, and you're going to take care of it, and you're going to get in the end zone, and we're moving on to the NFC Championship. Hopefully, anyway. That's how. Hopefully this works out. Maybe a little bit of better of blocks would have helped me, but it's all right. So we have Gibson, and then maybe just go wham, HB wham real quick, and then... Well, they are playing goal line, so maybe I throw this ball. We have stick. I don't know. I don't like any of those slants. Let's go slants. I like slants here. So we also have Eric Gilbert on a really crispy route that ends up working out most of the time. So I have Eric Gilbert wide open, and it was there, but he... Okay. All right, 3rd and goal. It's getting a little bit more... we could just kick a field goal technically as well, but you know what? It's fine. Actually, I might just run it in. Gibson, just go get the touchdown, please. That's all I'm asking for. Second walk out of here with the victory. And it's not there. 4th and goal. Okay. I'm going to kick a field goal. I'm going to kick the field goal. There's no way I could botch it this close, right? I think they've already possessed the ball, but I could be wrong. They want me to go for it, which I don't know why. But I'm not going to do that. I am going to go and kick a field goal to end the game because I'm pretty sure... We're already, like I said, I'm pretty sure that they've already possessed the ball, right? And they called a timeout. Really? Okay. There's no way I can screw this up this close, right? If I screw this up, I'm going to be so mad. That's all I got to say. I'm going to be so mad if I screw this up somehow. So I'm going to go back to it. I'm literally so damn close. They're going to ice me for this game. I don't know how I messed this up. If I do, I'm going to be pissed. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Think that should be in. If it's... Okay, good. All right. I was about to say, if I miss that, I should never play this game again. But now, we're on to the NFC Championship, I believe. Yeah, they already possess football. So, we're done. We're on to the NFC Championship. Let's get out of here. That was kind of close. I'm out. It is now NFC Championship time, going up against the Arizona Cardinals. We are at home again. So, Sam Howell, if you could come out here and score a touchdown to start things off, that would be just greatly appreciated. You kicked so many field goals. I don't think that's going to work out here against Arizona. So, no scores just yet. I mean, our defense is good and all, but, you know, love it for you to Sam Howell just to go score. We're down 14-0. So Sam Howell so far has been very underwhelming. We're down 28-0, and maybe you weren't ready for the moment. Cole Holcomb. And yeah, we literally have nothing going for us. Nothing at all. So you know what? This game is definitely over. I mean, at this point, it's over before it even really started. So I'm just going to throw it out to Terry McLaurin and hope for the best. I don't even care what happened. So Terry McLaurin, I'm just going to throw a bomb to you, and you're going to go up there and get it. And that's going to be double coverage, but I love you, McLaurin, and he actually almost came down with it. But Sam Howell with only 105 passing yards. Wow, what a game for my man Sam Howell. Not great at all. All right. Dotson, I might just throw one up to Beal. Bradley Beal's out here as well. Terry McLaurin, I don't know. We'll see. All right. I got Dotson. No, I don't really, but I'm going to still throw it to him. And that might be defensive pass interference, or it's offensive. I don't know. Let's see. Pass interference, defense, or offense? It is defense. Let's go. Okay, that was kind of weird, but hey, I'll take it. So, still want to get a score on the board real quick because we literally haven't scored at all in this game. Made it to the NFC Championship, but other than that, we were a failure. So, I'm going to have Terry McLaurin wide open, though, here in a second. Honestly, that corner's kind of on him, and maybe I should have just... possession. At this point, I don't know why I'm even still playing. We definitely lost. I probably should just end the video. So I was going to throw one up to Eric Gilbert. And if he comes down with it, he comes down with it. If not, it's over. So Eric Gilbert, go get it. And that is going to be... Wow. Okay. Well, that just worked out somehow. All right. Eric Gilbert, are we going to score again? Maybe just start a comeback for My man Sam Howell, we missed the field goal. Maybe we went for 2. All right, Sam Howell. All right, it's over. Go score. Nope, it's over. All right, boys. I'm gonna head out. Did my best with the Washington Commanders today. Hopefully Sam Howell becomes a stud for us in the future. But I'm fully rooting for Carson Wentz to be that guy for us for the next few years. I really am. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.